The year is 2032, January 13th. A very special day for gamers all around. Last year, the world has been taken by storm due to incredible VR breakthroughs, with the equipment known as the Neverland. The Neverland is a VR headset that hooks up to your brain wirelessly and allows a game to cater to all your senses. This has brought with it a massive VR renaissance, with a slew of programs that use VR in some way, shape, or form. With this mass of programs, we shall focus on one alone. A VR MMO titled Cloud9, with millions playing and many copies sold, near endless content that is constantly being updated, multiple races and varieties for character creation, and real-time combat with RPG and life sim elements. The world was taken by storm by such a game, and Isekai Entertainment has been enjoying the profits on their game. Our story begins with a 27-year-old tailor named Alex Orville. He is many things: an excellent tailor, a citizen of the UK, 5'6", and a passionate gamer. He has closed his private shop and the world around him is finally visible. England looks surprisingly the same, albeit with large skyscrapers, and newly acquired holographic tech making advertising and art more affordable. Progress comes a bit slower in this world. Nevertheless, he closes up for the day to return to his cozy, small home. A sort of cabin, if you will. Hands gently opened the door, and he lazily walked to his room. It was awfully messy, with an unmade bed, anime posters galore, and his computer and Neverland headset. He looked at his headset with his brown eyes, and scratched his blonde hair. Alex turned on Cloud9, collapsed on his bed, and put on his Neverland headset. It was time to enter. Cloud9 was a massive, incredible series of islands in the sky, with the mysterious Cloud9 being something of an objective. The world seemed endless, and it was quite so, as it was being constantly updated. Alex's character loaded up. He was Daniel Cullen, a black-haired 5'7" human with yellow eyes, level 72, a blue coat with black shirt, a sword with a hilt on his hip, and engineer boots and gloves. His class was Technomancer with an occupation of engineer, and a controller role, meaning he stuns and wrangles enemies for the DPS. He wakes up in a world in the sky, with massive islands in the sky near endless variety. In particular, he awoke in a small village not too far from the starting village. He was just at the level where he could do anything, but he was nowhere near the best. Daniel decided to sit back until he realized there was a message on his menu. He activated the neat and modest menu to see a message from one of his online friends. It was a request to meet up at the starter village. This struck Daniel as strange due to the fact that they were relatively the same level. Nevertheless, he used the fast travel mechanic to get to the starter village, Lansby. Once he got there, Daniel noticed a girl with black bioarmor covering her pale skin. She was a blight. In the lore of this game, blights are alien parasites that have taken over a human body. She waved eagerly to get Daniel's attention. He rushed over and greeted happily.
Eleanor, it's been so long since we've seen each other. I knew you missed this game.
Yes, I'm sorry for not being around much. But hey, I'm here now.
She looked around aimlessly, thinking back to the memories of her first time with this game. She was a newbie healer, trying her best to keep up with everyone around her. She makes it though, and over time she gets better and better until she grows and becomes an incredible player with incredible healing with her class, the Medic. Unlike a cleric, the Medic focuses on spread healing instead of healing all at once. She snaps out of her trance and smiles nervously.
Anyway, let's get going. There's an anniversary dungeon going on. I want to do it with you, if you're not busy, that is.
Daniel would put a hand on her shoulder.
I wouldn't do it with anyone else. Although, just the two of us might be enough. Why don't we do a queue? We just need 2 more people.
Eleanor nodded and started an open queue with Daniel as a party member. When they queued up, they walked to the dungeon. It was a dark cliffside with no sea, only sky, with a large castle nearby. It was decorated with shimmering jewels. Not too much to be gawky, but just enough to catch the eye. Eleanor and Daniel saw two other people. First, there was a large, built, blonde-haired half-dragon, wearing a gray suit of armor and boasting a sword and shield. This was Aaron Roy, a crusader, which is a tank class, made for heavy damage dealing and damage taking with his shield. He looked at Eleanor with concern. She appeared to be a little confused, since it's been quite a while since she played.
Hey, are you feeling well? You're not a noob, but you look disoriented. Has it been a while?
Yeah, about 3 months.
The next person was a woman, with a pretty fit figure, strawberry blonde-haired elf, rocking a red cap, tank top, and short shorts with combat boots. This was Phoebe West. Phoebe is a gunslinger and weaponsmith. She can fix any weapon and use any gun. She waves casually at Daniel.
Is your friend alright? She looks spooked.
She'll live, I'm certain.
Phoebe smirked smugly.
Well, let's hope you guys can keep up. Aaron and I are pretty intense. If you want to leave, just say so.
Is this how you greet everyone?
Before Phoebe could respond with some witty statement, Aaron ordered the team to head forth towards the castle. With the team heading towards the foreboding castle, Aaron quickly took charge of the situation. A platoon of enemies came towards our group. They seemed to be zombified soldiers, some carrying guns, some carrying swords. Aaron set up his shield to protect Eleanor, as she gave a speed buff to Phoebe. Daniel used one of his skills, an electric rope, to trap a group of undead soldiers, giving ample time for Phoebe to light them up with her guns.
They're trapped. Light them up, Phoebe.
Phoebe's guns spat out bullets faster than the eye could see at the ensnared soldiers, their flesh tearing and splitting apart with every shot, until they were a mangled mess of what they used to be. They repeated this process until all the enemies in that group were dead.
I read the description of this dungeon. The enemies we kill will come back soon, and they'll be even stronger than before, so we should loot what they have and go.
Leave it to you to forget the important stuff, again.
What happened in Moonhill Valley wasn't my fault. It was 2 months ago.
Aaron blushed in embarrassment. It was clear these two had a history.
What exactly happened in Moonhill Valley?
None of your business!
Guys, we should really get going. I don't want to get maimed today.
Yes, you're right.
They ventured forth, the dark green grass shimmering in the moonlight. When they arrived to the entrance of the castle, it appeared to be locked from all sides and the door unbreakable. Eleanor ponders and considers something. She notices that some of the stones in the wall were slightly jutted outward.
Phoebe, could you shoot that stone, please?
She pointed to the odd stone.
Sure? Whatever you say.
She fires a bullet, the bullet darting at the stone with insane speed and hitting it, causing the bullet to bounce off. Shortly after, a small bing could be heard from the stone. Phoebe finger-gunned Eleanor.
Clever girl, you're onto something. You point, I'll shoot.
This was followed by Eleanor pointing and Phoebe shooting. It took about 5 seconds for them to be done with the puzzle. A small jingle played and the door began to open. The group cheered and all ran towards the entrance and entered the castle. The castle was torchlit and grim-looking, with it looking clean but still incredibly grim, with haunting decor everywhere. Daniel summoned a drone and let it loose in the castle. It summoned a mini-map of the entire castle, with the drone's location shown.
The drone that I let loose has a radar. It will let us know of any enemies and bosses. However, all we can see that the drone sees is in the radar, so we're still in the dark for the most part.
Follow my lead. This place is still crawling with monsters.
Aaron put up his shield and ran forward, with the others following directly behind. The area was full of danger, bleakness, and confusion. With the team working perfectly with one another, they were experiencing a bond unlike most groups online. It's amazing what one dungeon can do to a group. They eventually made it to the very end of the castle. The end was a massive room, like a room for giants. It was much bigger than any other room in the castle, with an upper section too, like if it was a coliseum. Its main focus was a giant glass circular floor in the middle of the stone floor. The gang stepped into the room, the glass making a strange, shaking noise. Aaron stepped closer towards the glass with his shield up. The closer he stepped, the louder the noise. The rest of the group readied their weapons. Eleanor already gave Phoebe a speed boost, so she'd be ready for a fight. Daniel pulled out his sword, thinking that a boss battle was about to begin. A loud cracking sound echoed throughout the room as the glass did the same. Eventually, within seconds, the glass shattered, revealing a giant sea serpent that pops out most of its body out of the water. Its massive health bar appeared as it roared in the most intimidating manner. Afterwards, it let out a giant, scalding hot jet of water at the group, with them scattering on opposite sides to avoid such a painful end. They looked back and saw a giant hole where the stone used to be.
Oh, fuck!
She and the rest of them split up. Daniel, running the opposite direction, called back his drone.
My drone has some firepower to it. I can command it to fire missiles at the beast.
Eleanor, do you think you have any abilities that would harm the beast instead of healing us?
Aaron said, running with his shield up, with Eleanor behind him.
Yeah, watch this.
Eleanor fires some sort of spore at the monster, poisoning it slightly. Phoebe would climb up to the upper section of the room. As Daniel's drone arrived to fire its missiles at the beast, Phoebe smirked and opened fire herself.
Can't handle the two of us at once!
This was proven wrong when the beast let out a mighty roar, which redirected Daniel's missiles and Phoebe's bullets. At nearly half health, the beast refused to give up. Phoebe was able to dodge them in time thanks to Eleanor's speed boost, but Daniel, however, was flown back, lying on the ground as he suffered a direct hit from 2 missiles. He wailed in pain as if his flesh was being burnt alive. He managed to get back up, not feeling so well. His breath was erratic and uneasy. Nevertheless, he got back up and continued onward. He began to feel the cooling pleasure of healing, as Eleanor casted a healing pathogen on Daniel.
We all need to survive, Daniel. You can't go down on me.
Aaron, please tell me you have a plan.
A spark of an idea filled Aaron's mind.
As a matter of fact...
Aaron grinned deviously. He remembered an ability, Taunt, which caused all enemies to attack the person using it. Aaron let out a war cry, the type of roar that would make gods nervous.
Now's your chance! Attack the beast, its eyes are on me!
Aaron shouted as he charged towards the beast, slashing, shielding, and occasionally stunning. His brute strength and master plan came at a cost, though. Aaron was taking damage. It seemed like nothing at first, but progressively got worse as the battle went on. The rest of the team let out everything they had. Daniel using his drone and electric wires to shock it, stun and blow up the beast. Phoebe had brought out the big guns by now, using rocket launchers, snipers, and whatever else she could think of at the beast. Eleanor, meanwhile, kept trying to use poisons and slows on the beast, while trying to heal Aaron. However, the beast was doing more damage than Eleanor could heal. The moment the ability was over, the beast was slain, and Aaron was nearly dead. Everyone reveled in their victory, even Aaron. Eleanor would patch up Aaron, and they all claimed the reward. The reward appeared in their inventory. It was a golden pendant with a pink jewel with a 1 engraved into the stone. They all equipped it, and there was a long pause. The only thing that could be heard was the torch fire flickering and the faint noise of water. After the pause, Aaron held up the pendant as a way of toasting to their victory. Everyone else slowly did the same. A connection was felt there. A connection unlike most. Aaron finally interjected.
I couldn't have done this without the help of you guys. We should keep in touch and do this every day.
Yes!
The rest of the group said, fully embracing this friendship, as a notification popped up in all of their menus. It was friend requests to each other. A warm, contagious smile enveloped all of them, as they all went through the exit portal and walked together to embrace the unknown.